What's up, listeners? Welcome to another episode of the show. I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. Hope that you are having a good day because I am definitely having a good one this day, y'all. It's snowing outside too. I'm having a good one. Oh yes, I am loving the snow. It's not a lot falling. We're in New York City, so it's not a lot falling. But it's something falling. Like we haven't seen snow in like how long? Like probably like 15 years,
Bruh.
10 years.
Bruh.
It's more than 5.
Bruh.
So I know it's that.
Bruh.
So I'm excited. I'm happy there's some snow outside, man. New Yorkers, if you in New York and you listening to this podcast, get off your fat booty, go outside and play up in that snow. Cause I definitely did play up in the snow. I played in it with my children, and I have to say, it was a wonderful experience, man. It was a wonderful experience. Yeah, hit that horn again. It was a wonderful experience to share that time with my kids. A lot of times, we haven't had snow in years, so we haven't had that chance to experience with our kids. But if you are in New York, or if you anywhere where there's snow out, and you haven't had that experience or that time with your kids, tell them put down a tablet, tell them get off their little butts, and you and them, y'all put on y'all winter gear and y'all head right outside, and y'all enjoy this winter because, who knows when we gonna get snow again? All right, folks, let's get into this first story. To all my listeners, let's get into this first story. All right, this first story is gonna bring us to the city of New York. Did we do that again? Did we do it already? Did we? Like, yo, my dude, we gotta get it together. Like right now, we gotta get this coordination going. Like, would you drinking this before you came here? Like, I'm sorry, what's going on? You alright? You alright? Alright. So, volunteers are hard to find. You understand, people? All right, let's get into this first story for this episode, which is a judge refuses to dismiss a case against an ex-Marine in a New York City chokehold death. You believe that? Chokehold death, and he's... Woo!
Bruh.
All right, whatever. We're going to let Sarah AI take over and report the story. As always, I will get back to y'all and give y'all my view and my opinion. All right, Sarah, my AI girl, hit it. Y'all know what I do. Let's get in.
A New York City judge on Wednesday refused to throw out the manslaughter case against a former Marine in the chokehold death of an unhinged homeless man on a subway last year. During a brief court hearing in Manhattan, Justice Maxwell Wiley denied a defense motion to dismiss the charges against Daniel Penny in the slaying of Jordan Neely. A spokesperson for Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg said, in a written ruling, Wiley said the evidence presented to the grand jury that indicted Penny was legally sufficient to establish that defendant acted with both recklessness and criminal negligence. The decision paved the way for a potential trial in the case, which sparked a series of protests across the city after a cell phone video of the incident went viral online. In his ruling, Wiley said he would hold hearings into whether statements Penny made to authorities could be used against him and whether there was probable cause for his arrest. In court, Wiley said he would rule on another defense motion to suppress evidence obtained through search warrants in about 3 weeks and told both sides to return to court on March 20th. Bragg's spokesperson said, Penny, who is free on $100,000, has pleaded not guilty and denied any wrongdoing. In video clips released by his lawyers in June, Penny, who is white, said he knew he had to act because Neely, who was black, appeared to be on drugs and was allegedly threatening to kill other riders. In an interview shortly after his arrest, Penny also told the New York Post that Neely's death had nothing to do with race, and he blamed the system that so desperately failed us. Outside the courthouse on Wednesday, Neely family lawyer Dante Mills told reporters that Wiley's ruling would lead to Daniel Penny facing a jury and us getting a verdict to say that he's responsible for the killing. Penny was taken into custody by the police following Neely's May 2, 2023, death on an F-train car in Lower Manhattan, but was released without charges. Following protests and a public statement by Mayor Eric Adams, who said that Neely did not deserve to die, Bragg's office said Penny, who is white, would be charged with second-degree manslaughter. The charge, also known as reckless homicide, is punishable by up to 15 years in prison. Penny was also charged with a related count of criminally negligent homicide, which carries a maximum 4-year prison sentence. A news report on live TV inaccurately said that Wiley had held off issuing a ruling on the motion to dismiss the case.
Wow. Whew, this is a tough one. All right. Let's get right into it. All right, this is where I give y'all my view and my opinion. But before I do that, let's pay these bills. All right, if you like this content and want to hear more of it, hit that like, subscribe. Also, that notification button. I don't know why I always forget the notification part. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But hit that notification button. Also, leave a comment after the show. All right. Let's get into it, y'all. My view and my opinion. Why you gotta drop a bomb? Okay. So, this is my view and my opinion on this particular topic. Okay? First things first is 1, who is the judge? 2, what does the law state on this certain type of conviction? Now, I ask the questions that I think my audience would ask in these type of situations, but I would also ask them myself. You know what I'm saying? Who is the judge on this case? And for what stance does he have to dismiss this case, or for what stance? Now we could sit there and play it back and forth with race, but to me, that's not really important. To them, it's important, but to me, that's not really important. Yeah, I know. To them, it's important. To me, that's not really important. This is a man, a person. Let's just say it's a person who committed murder. Okay, now this person died. What's his name? Jordan? Mr. Neely? Yes, Mr. Neely died. Was murdered. Okay, by a chokehold. Now, listen here, people. Let's just be honest and just be real with it. A chokehold should be banned in anything. Okay, now let's just really look up. Let's catch what we're saying here, right? Choke. I don't know how that's funny, but we're saying choke. When one chokes someone else, they cut off their air supply. What does it mean to cut off one's air supply? What are you trying to do when you cut off one air supply? You are trying to kill them, basically. Because we all got, come on, my listeners, we all breathe oxygen, right? We all need to breathe. We gotta breathe. You gotta breathe. I gotta breathe. And this young man was put in a chokehold for what? For what reason was this young man put in a chokehold? Okay, now, if I can, I'm going to elaborate on this situation just a little bit further because there was another person who was killed in the train in a New York City train station for impersonating Michael Jackson. And they were killed in basically the same manner, which was a chokehold. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, like, I don't know what I have to say. Like, I really don't know what I have to say.
Bruh.
For y'all to get, what is the word that I'm looking for here? For y'all to see the extreme of this. A chokehold is cutting one's ear off from their body. If you cut one's ear off from their body, you're trying to kill them. It should be seen as an attempted murder charge, not as a manslaughter charge, because this is what this man is being charged with: manslaughter. It should be seen as an attempted murder. Now, why do I think it should be seen as an attempted murder? Because you are cutting off somebody's ear supply. Okay, Eric Gardner, okay, who was a friend of mine, his air supply was cut off. This is how this man died. After screaming, okay, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. After saying that numerous times, okay, while he was being choked. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I don't know
Bruh.
how many different ways I gotta put it to you, but the choke hold is more like a choke of death, because if the person holds it long enough, you will die. Now, this person doing what they did, holding this chokehold over this man, and this is a ex-Marine, right? Yes, an ex-Marine. Now, somebody who is a Marine, or somebody, anybody who has military training, let me state this. I don't know it for a fact, but I would assume, and I don't know if any of my listeners know it for a fact, if you are one of my listeners who are in the military or who have been in the military, and y'all know this, but I'm about to say, if you know it, then comment on it. But I'm just assuming. If you are in the military, yes, they are teaching you how to kill. You are in the military. It's one of the highest levels of our security. It's the high, if not the highest level of our security. Whether it be Navy, Navy. What is it? Navy, the Ground Troops Army, and then you got Air Force. Yeah. So these are the people who are protecting our borders. These are the people who are protecting our country. These are the first defense. If anything happens, this is supposed to be the first defense of our country. Now, we're talking about an ex-Marine choking somebody out on the subway. Now, I will say this, that I think this guy, what's his name? Can you put that on the big screen so I can see his name? I ain't got my glasses yet. All right, people, work with me. Yeah, work with me. Work with me. Work with me. I don't have my glasses yet. Okay. We'll call him Mr. Maxwell. Mr. Maxwell. Okay. Mr. Maxwell is a Caucasian male. I don't like to say white because, as y'all know, I don't use the black and white, the colors on um this on this platform. We don't do that. Okay, Caucasian versus African. Period. Okay, and that's how it went. Now, the Caucasian is trying to get the charges dropped because this man is actually looking up to, like, what was the first one? What was, I think, 14 to 15 years? Okay, we got 15 years there, and what was the additional time? 4 years. So we're looking at 19 to 20 years inside jail, and this guy is trying to escape that. Okay, now, to me, this is where our mayor should step in and tell this guy that he is not going to escape this. He is not going to escape this murder. He is not going to escape what he did, that he will face justice. He will face what is the word I'm looking for? That he will face justice, and he will face what? Yes, and that he will deal with the repercussions of his actions. Because this is what needs to happen. This man needs to face the repercussions of his actions. You choked somebody out, okay, in a New York City subway. Now, is it justified? Is it justified? All my listeners, I would advise you to leave a comment on that, if it's justified or not. But I will say this, in my opinion, no. At no time, unless it consists of self-defense, and I really mean self-defense. Okay? I really mean self-defense. I don't mean no Caucasian getting mad at an African because they see them and they feel the cut out, that they feel the color of their skin. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about a situation where you really have to defend yourself. Like some crazy guy coming after you and you have to defend yourself. That's what I'm talking about. This is the situation I'm talking about. Now, if that's the situation, okay. If not, then no. This guy needs to be held accountable. He needs to face the charges. He needs to deal with the 20 years that he need 20 years that he need to deal with. Be accountable. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Face the wrath, man. Face the wrath. You killed this young man for no reason. No reason. No reason. And to me, the chokehold, and I said this before, and some of my listeners, I already know you're going to hate me for this. To me, the chokehold is like a modern day hanging. Okay? It's like a modern day hanging. Okay? Because if you sit there, all right, and this to all my listeners, I want to challenge my listeners to this. Okay? Go through your little email and all them little shorts and them little videos that you be watching and focus on something different than what you be ordinarily watching. Just focus on something different, just a tad bit more important, and see the hangings that has been going on just in America within the last 100 years. Look at it, and when you look at it, you will see the pattern. You will see a pattern that you didn't see before. This is a modern day hanging. Okay? This is a modern day hanging of a melanin man. Whether you want to believe it are not. A modern day hanging. And this is what this person did because they were scared, like most Caucasians who are scared of people with melanin, and they always choose, not always, let me take that back, but the highest percentage is that they always choose violence or some type of violence against melanin men. I'm not trying to make it racist. Okay, I want all my listeners to understand this. I'm not trying to make it a race issue. I'm just pointing out the fact that during this report, they try to make it a race issue because they reported that the man was white, and they reported that the aggressor was white. Okay, and the victim was black. Now, I'm gonna say that. I don't like saying it, but I'm gonna say that because my listeners can identify with it. Okay, but we're talking about the Caucasian stabbing a melanin man, and for what? For what? Okay, can we give this guy the dummy? Pull that up, please. Give him the dummy buzzer. Can you do it one more time? And the judge is trying to excuse this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the type of stuff that I try to point out on my show all the time that gets no type of recognition, no type of debate, no type of light, no type of nothing. This is a man who committed murder. Okay? Murder.
Bruh.
And a judge is trying to dismiss it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to all my listeners, what type of system do we have that we can't even trust the court system? Okay? To sit there and actually, and I would use by ghetto words, but dish out the actual law. Dish out what's supposed to be done. We have, and this is nothing new, people. We have, and when I say we, I say America has seen this thing happen time and time and time again. We have had people buy themselves out of jail. Okay? And everybody know something like this happens. Is this situation? Is this man buying this judge? Is he buying this judge? Because I gotta be honest. Any judge would clearly see that this man is guilty. He killed him. And they got evidence that he killed him. What is it that you need? Because I thought possession was 9/10 of the law. The last time I checked, I'm keeping it real. Possession was 9/10 of the law. So if you're in possession of all these things, like,
Bruh.
what's going on? What is going on with the New York City court system? What's going on with them? What are they doing? What are they doing that they are trying to excuse this particular person? Or what is going on behind the scenes that we do not know that they are trying to excuse this person for murder? It was not a self-defense situation. It wasn't. And us here at Chris Talks, we can't repost it, but we dug up some of it and we saw it. And about what about 10 seconds? Am I right? 10 seconds, I would like stop it. Because it was clear who was the aggressor and who wasn't. It was absolutely clear who was. Absolutely clear. Now, I want to ask you, I want all my listeners to ask yourself this question. Not just regularly, but how often has this been done? How often has a Caucasian male got away or trying to get away with murdering somebody? How does that happen? And we are dependent on the justice system to enforce the laws. That's what we're dependent on. Which brings me to my next point. And this is my last point, and I'm going to close with this. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. The justice system in America, okay? I'm saying in America is up. Completely up. And I'm talking about every angle completely. I don't give a from a parking ticket, okay, from a moving violation or from a walking violation, because oh yes, you can be ticketed for crossing the street on a red light. I mean, on a green light. Yeah, on a green light. Ain't that some stupid If there's no cars around, and you cross on the green, they can still get a ticket. Now, tell me that ain't up. Listen, the American justice system, okay? The American justice system is completely up. Okay? Completely up. Let me say it again. Completely up. The entire system, not part of it. And I all my listeners, please comment on, and I'm dead serious, comment on this. And you tell me what you think. But I'm telling you what I think. The entire system needs to be redone. The entire system needs to be redone. Okay? Because our justice system, it ain't no justice, man. It ain't justice for nobody. I don't care what color you are. There is no such thing in the court system that's called justice. Okay, you can say what you want to say. What they have up there? You are what you are innocent until proven guilty. Nah.
Oh, 911 now!
No. That. All that. You are not innocent until proven guilty. Know this. All my listeners, know this. If any of my listeners, if you have melanin in you, or you are a person of color, you are not innocent until you are proven guilty. You are guilty until you are proven innocent. Do you understand me?
Message.
Say it again.
Message.
Yes. Yes. You are innocent. No, you are guilty until you are proven innocent. And this man is walking into this courtroom and he's innocent because of the shade of his skin until he is proven to be guilty. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. I ain't gonna say it again. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. So if I went off a little bit, but I have to say topics like this do bother me when I see these things happen, because, and I'll say this one last time, a lot of Caucasian people do not suffer the same penalties that we do, that people with melanin do. Because a Caucasian can rob a store, and somebody with melanin can rob the same store. And I'm telling you, the person with melanin will get more time, and both of them can have clean records. And the person with melanin, they will get more time.
Message.
Just because of their color. Now, if that is the case, ladies and gentlemen, to all my listeners, you tell me, how is that justice?
Message.
How is it justice? How is it justice when I can pay my way to freedom? Okay? You tell me. Oh, we gonna do this? Let's do it. Okay? Let's get into it. How is it justice when I can buy freedom? How is it justice when I could sit there, okay, and manipulate and talk to certain people in the system to get me out? How is it justice if I could commit a crime and walk away scot-free? How is that justice when the family is suffering from what this person done? How is that justice? How is that justice? We don't have a justice system. We have a just ass system. Okay? That's what we have. A just ass system. As long as you got the money, you can buy your freedom. Just as long as you got the money, you can buy your freedom. That's the system that America is working in. That's the system. If you have public opinion or money, you can get your way out. If you are going along with the engine,
Bruh.
then you can buy your way out. Let me tell you this right now. First and foremost, let me hit you with it.
Message.
Not ever will I sell my soul to the devil. Not ever will I sell myself out. Not ever will I sell anything or anyone. Not in this game. Not in this game. Not me. But I do think race had a part to play in this. Definitely had a part to play in this. Okay, let's listen to what do we have any comments? Dude, is there any comments on this? All right, let's get into the comment part of this. We're gonna read off some of the comments real quick. Let's get into that. Hit me with it, Ed. Now I can't see the top of this, but just the way it sounds, this is definitely I don't know. My view is you tell me if this is a woman or not, because this definitely sounds like a woman. All right, let's hit the first comment. It says, "Not so fast. Surely you have to pay like everyone else. By the way, they're ex-Marines and veterans in prison. It says veteran in prison, you'll fit right in. All right, so I'm gonna agree with this one. I'm gonna take full on this one. I'm gonna agree with this one. Let's give a applause for this one because it's true. This person, definitely, you have to pay for this, and this is what I was trying to say before. You have to pay for these crimes that you commit. At the end of the day, somebody died. I don't care if you're an ex-Marine or not. And like I said, this had to be a female who stated this. Yeah, there's veterans in jail as well. And you could go in there and sit with them because of what you did. You took somebody away from their family. And a lot of people don't realize, because some people, they don't have families. But this person had a mother, a father. That's enough. And you took that away from them. Let me get into the next comment real quick. All right, so the next comment says, like, this young man was choked for no reason. For no reason. This man was choked for no reason. I'm going to try to post this up. Mr. Penny and Mr. Neely, I want to try to post this up. We're going to do our best to try to post this picture up to show you the aggressor and the victim. But just being military trained, okay? Just that training. Just the training, because you got to understand, these people are trained better than your local police department, okay? So they're trained better than that. People are trained to deal with war and face war. So they're trained better than that. So he had way better training than needed. He didn't have to go to the extent that he did, but he chose to. Now, my question for all my listeners is this. This guy is facing, what was it again? 15? Okay, 15 for the first conviction. And 4 on the set. What's that? 19 years. This is my question to all my listeners. Do you think this guy should get the 19 years, or you think he should get more for the murder of this young man? All right, you let me know what you think. I already gave you my view and my opinion. Drop a horn for my view, my opinion. That's my view. That's my opinion. Hit me with it. All right, that's what I think about this particular situation. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You know what I mean? Just hit me up in the comments. All right, y'all already know what to do. All right, listen. I'm getting out of here. I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, I see you guys later. All right, peace out.